DC here. Hi, guys. Well, this is going to be a kind of a small vlog, but it's a very particular vlog for robwilliejesse. He's been going on for the last week or so talking about the advantages of trying to, advantages is by far not the right word, the challenges of trying to get a Canadian passport. Now, quickly I will say is that I am binational, so Swiss and Canadian. I travel with the Swiss one now. My Canadian passport has probably been out of date for 5 years at least, if not more. I haven't renewed it because, especially if you live in Switzerland, it's a real challenge. You've got to bring your birth card. I've already talked about this on a vlog before. For our children that were born here, we have to bring their citizenship card, which has a picture of a baby about 3 weeks old. Of course, we could get new pictures, but we'd have to pay for them. But it doesn't matter because this picture is binding. This picture, I mean, the citizen card is binding. It's proof that they are who they are. Of course, my boys are over 20 now, but their 3-week-old baby picture is the one that counts, especially height and everything. Okay, then Rob went on about asking, saying that they have to show a birth certificate, then you have to get references, right, references. Now, of course, we also would, in Switzerland, if I want to get a Canadian passport, I would have to have a certain number of people that would fill out special reference forms, which in the form, I think they have to write out something like 2 or 3 times my name, my address, and so on. And all by hand, of course. And what's really nice is that this cannot be anybody. This has to be medical doctors, lawyers, people of a great reputation and social standing. I couldn't ask my neighbors, for example, who would know me, of course, because they're not at the correct social standing for this. Of course, it's not officially meant to be that way, but that's just the way it is. If you don't do that, you can fill out a waiver form and you've got to pay. You got to go over there and swear, not on the Bible, but on basically you got to read something out loud, but be physically there and before the consulate members and say, I am who I am. And then you will eventually get your passport. Very complicated procedure. Now I'm going to add at the end of this, it's going to be in Quebec French, an MP3 that used to be circulating around about a guy who sent a letter to the Canadian Prime Minister saying, why the heck do I have to give my address when you send me all the forms to my address? Why is it that Radio Shack knows my name, my address, my telephone number, and everything that I've ordered for the last 25 years, but you are not able to remember my name, my address, and so on, albeit that you do know it when you need me? How is it that my old passport, which was my proof of citizenship, is not valid anymore, and so on and so on? So if any of you guys understand Quebec French, you'll probably find it quite amusing. By the way, a warning, it uses a lot of Canadian French swear words, so it could actually even be offensive for some people who might not want to listen to it that way. So if that's the case, stop watching right now. So it's going to be, like I say, this little vid is really for Rob. I know that the challenges he's going through. I'm also Canadian, and yeah, getting a Canadian passport can be a lot of fun sometimes. Rob, it's even worse if you were born outside the country. It is, I can tell you. My boys at least could tell you that. Okay, all for now. It's almost a private vid, but have fun nevertheless listening to that beautiful Canadian French. Take care, guys. Love y'all. Bye-bye.
Mais va vous lire une lettre que j'ai écrite au bureau des plaintes à Ottawa au premier ministre. Cher premier ministre, je suis en train de renouveler mon passeport, j'en reviens pas encore. comment se fait-il que Radio Shack a mon adresse, mon numéro de téléphone, et ils savent que j'ai acheté un câble chez eux, un câble pour matiner en 1997, puis que le gouvernement fédéral me demandait encore où je suis né et à quelle date. Si, ouais, faites-vous les passeports à mitaine, ma date de naissance, vous l'avez sur ma carte d'assurance sociale. Sur toutes les petites déclarations d'impôts que je vous fais depuis 40 ans, sur ma carte d'assurance maladie, sur mon permis de conduire, sur les 8 sacrements de passeport que j'ai eus avant, sur toutes les petites crises de cartes d'embarquement que j'ai remplies avant de prendre l'avion depuis 40 ans, et tous les ciboires de recensement que vous faites avant les calvaires d'élection. Quelqu'un peut-tu prendre note une fois pour toutes, asti? Ma mère s'appelle Suzanne, mon père s'appelle Camille, puis ça m'étonnerait que ça change avant que je crève, câlisse. Excusez-moi, monsieur le premier ministre, mais je suis pompé en crise ce matin. Entre vous et moi, ça va faire, asti. Vous m'envoyez chez moi, la demande chez moi, et puis vous me demandez mon adresse, tabarnak, à vous une gang de Mongols à votre service. Regardez ma photo, asti, j'ai-tu l'air d'un Ben Laden? Je ne veux pas les déterrer Yasser Arafat, si moi, je veux juste aller me chauffer le cul au soleil, tabarnak. Puis, qu'est-ce que ça veut bien vous coller que je visite une ferme dans les 15 prochains jours? Si jamais l'envie me pogne d'enculer une chèvre ou de frencher une assiette de poule me prend, soyez certain que je le dirai à personne. Là-dessus, je dois vous laisser parce que je dois aller obtenir un autre assiette de copie certificat de naissance à l'autre bout de la ville. C'est-tu trop compliqué d'avoir toutes les astuces de service au même endroit pour faciliter la livraison d'un nouveau passeport le même jour? Ben non, câlisse. Vous aimez mieux qu'on court aux quatre coins de la ville comme des astuces de poules pas de tête. Puis, en plus, il faut trouver un asti de bozo pour qu'il confirme que c'est bien moi sur l'asti de photo de passeport où on n'a pas le droit de sourire. Je comprends, câlisse, qu'on ne sourise pas. On est en tabarnak.
Oh, and by the way, Rob, this is what they look like. Take care.